Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Saily from CZT Rie Morita, and I hope I have pronounced all of that at least close. Okay, this is an interesting tangle. It's cute, it's easy, and and actually Linda writes about this. So this is a link to tangle patterns. If you go to the description section of this video, I have two links. One is, the first one is my version of the step out. And then I always link to the creator of the tangle. So that will take you to tangle patterns. And it's interesting. It's something that is always on my mind with tangles. And she has some links there. So do take a look if you are interested in, the criteria for a tangle, because like all patterns aren't tangles and things like that. And as she says here, this one, well, yeah, it's inspired by, I want to say these are hydrangea, or no, they look like hydrangea, but not. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. So you take a look. Oh, no, we know this as a hydrangea. Okay, anyway, it looks like that. But do take a look. And it's a neat, a neat tangle inspired by that. You can do it however you wish. And as Linda is saying, all of the steps are, it's Zentangle-esque. So yeah, it's a tangle. And I kind of go through that myself when sharing things. All right, so it starts off with a line. Oh, so I'll put one here. Okay, I just need to not think about it. And then a little across through it, and this is smaller than the rest. This reminds me of the tangle, I think it's Betona, where you kind of start off like this, and then you do like flux shapes one way or the other way, and it keeps tying off from itself. It's just a really, really neat, organic-y, flowery like tangle. And this is equally neat. All right, so from here, on the base, and I'm thinking this direction, we're going to do a couple of curve lines coming up, so going away from this line here, and then bottom or up other side, better, or just as easy, turn your tile, do the same thing, right? I'm working really hard to not think about it, because otherwise it's, oh wait, let me get this just like they did. No, just psh, psh, do. All right, you like the sound effects? All right, and then on either end, it's looking like a spider, isn't it? Sorry. On either end, same thing, and we're having the curves go to the outside of it. Like if you think of maybe even the center, the curves are going outside of it. I got to use the hand motions. Apparently my words are not working today. All right, and then on the other side, like I mentioned. Okay. And what this does is this gives us the base for what would be the non-representational petal. And it doesn't matter where you start. One thing that I did, for those, if you followed me and you look at my step outs, you know that I do take occasion to sometimes split apart some steps, and I did that here. So because I know in my brain, I'm like, well, now what kind of shape is that exactly? I mean, while you can see at the same time, I like to keep it within the elemental strokes as best I can. So from pick an end, any end of these curve shapes that we just did, and I'm going to trace over the end, little take off and land. So I'm coming over, and then it's kind of a C shape. Honestly, it's a whatever shape that your pen wants to do, and it works fine. And what I did in my version of step outs is I just took like that one side because I wanted to demonstrate, okay, this is how you do it. For people like me, that's like, well, that's nice that you have that down there. I just don't know how to approach it. And so that's always my inspiration for when I split things up. And that's what I'm always looking at, because I want to make sure that everybody can have fun doing this. So, but you, and here's the other reason I'm telling you this. You don't have to do it this. You don't have to go around and do the one side and then do the other side, of course. But I do that for example. So we're going to do the other side, same idea. And honestly, I don't worry if they're not lining up or anything. They don't all have to look the same. That is what I love about this. See, and you can add a little what I call flair. Make it, instead of a C shape like this is kind of turns into an S a little bit. So up to you. And the tracing over helps you to avoid like that, things like that. Okay, now from here, we're essentially just going to add some decoration. And if you want to be careful, well, let me do it without what I was just going to share. So we're just going to add some wispy lines like this to all of them. And if you want, I don't know that, let me just do it. You could go over that initial line if it's not long enough. There we go. Well, and then you could always add some more. I like to have whatever is the center be longest. The trick with this is going right over, and I like to do them rather fast. But at the same time, and you can add shading in there, so it's going to cover up any, little bump or whatever. There we go. It's just so neat. And I have really filled that up. One thing that I have not quite played with is, and the other reason to take a look at the For More Inspiration link is, you can cluster these together. You could, hollowbow some of them. And of course, because we're just starting with that X, you would just draw it wherever and go with it. But yeah, like I said, do take a look. It's really, really neat. And I don't know. I love the way it turns out, and that you really, almost the more imperfect you are with it, the better. Because we should remember, this is Zentangle. We're not looking to replicate something. We can be inspired by something, and if it ends up looking like it, great. But to not worry about that. So as you see, I put some graphite in the center, and we'll just bring that out a little bit. Start there. And then I'm thinking like up one side maybe. I don't know which side. I'll pick a side and stick to it is what I'll do. And that's real easy because I'm just going to turn the tile and do the same thing all over again. Ooh. That one turned out. I wasn't, I was paying attention but not paying attention at the same time because I didn't want to think about it. But I'm like, well, look at how interesting that one has turned out. And again, however you wish to shade it, however you are inspired, you do whatever you want. It's all good. I just think it is so neat. So neat. And I hope that you like it too. And if you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love, just this camera, that was a little weird out there. Okay. If you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I already mentioned the description section, but what else you will find there is, below those is my link tree. And my link tree has, as the name would describe, my links. So, like if you wish to connect, if you are interested in tangling with others from all over online, we do that every Thursday. It's free sessions. I do them 2 times, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Sometimes I get that flipped around. That's just way too early. Sometimes I have to get up that early, and it would be worth it to tangle for sure. But no, 11 a.m., 7 p.m. my time here in Michigan, which is Eastern time. There are some places where you can follow me for classes and register and whatnot. That way you will see them in your time zone and you can get reminders and all of that kind of thing. Also, I want to highlight, we have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. So if you happen to be on Facebook, follow my page, number one, because I post classes there as well as the other 2 places listed. And the Daily Tangle, that's what this is, and other things. And let's see. Oh, but you first follow the page and then follow the group. My brain went to something else that I'm going to mention in a second. When you click to join the group, there are 4 questions that you have to answer in order to gain entry. Just to let you know, you can always, come join. If you don't like it, you can, there's always the leave group thing. But we have so much fun. I know you wouldn't want to do that. So, so come and join us there. Okay. And the thing that interrupted my brain was at the time of this recording, well, technically at the time of this recording, it is Monday. So later today, 10 o'clock, I think Eastern time, if you follow the Zentangle newsletter, or, I know I have a link to it on my page, so click on my Facebook page. There's a link there. They have Zentangle HQ has deemed July 15th to be International Zentangle Day, or Day of Zentangle, one way or the other. I have to go look again. And so there's going to be a special thing. You just need a 3.5-inch tile, like your regular traditional supplies. If you were taking, say the essentials class, the normal stuff that's in your kit. Black, white shades of gray is what I remember from the post. If you subscribe to their newsletter, you will have already seen that. You might want to go to, if you don't, go to zentangle.com and subscribe to their newsletter. So I don't know what fun's going to be in store, but there's going to be some kind of fun at 10 a.m. So I'm looking forward to it. And let's see, and subscribe there anyway, even though if you're watching this way afterwards. They put out a lot of good material. The project packs, the videos you can watch and see what they do. You can buy the project pack afterwards. You can use your own tools. They tell you that. They put out, right from the source. It's really great to get that. I love that you follow me, but good to follow them too and watch them. And just a lot of fun. Anyway, so off my soapbox. And with that, thank you again so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.